And welcome back to Hannity. Now, you just heard where things stand in the Senate. We now want to focus on the House of Representatives, where it appears that some Republican lawmakers are getting weak in the knees and could be caving into Democrats' demands. Washington Post, take a close look at that list there, has a list of 18 GOP lawmakers who may be willing to buckle to the Democratic demands, and you can see who they are. We'll put them up again on your screen. I have a clear message for all of them. Hold the line. Don't cave in to the liberal name-calling, the bullying, and the intimidation factor, the lack of negotiation. That's not why you were elected, to just cave and give in. At the end of this mess, the American people, they're going to see who stood up for them and who didn't. And don't forget, your voice matters. If you want, you can always contact your lawmakers. You'll find their numbers at this website right there, www.house.gov. Now, this information is also available at HannityLive.foxnews.com. There's so much at stake. Our elected leaders must hold the line. We're going to put up on the screen right now, National Review Online, put together the unintended consequences. This is why you need to hold the line. Look at this. IBM, 110,000 people removed from their health insurance plan. Look at this. Delta Airlines, their cost increased by $100 million. Pilots are not going to get their special premium care that they used to get. Caterpillar, their costs are going up 100 grand. A list of companies that are laying off people or moving full-time workers to part-time status. Or if you're going part-time and you work 32 hours a week, your hours are being cut. That's happening all across the country. Watch the bottom of your screen. And this is why these guys got to hold the line. And joining me now with reaction to today's lack of developments in regards to the Obama-Reid shutdown, Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann and Congressman Tim Huelskamp. Congresswoman, I'm worried that some of your colleagues are buckling. They just want to capitulate, bend down at the altar of Reid and Obama. I'm a little concerned about it. How concerned are you?
Well, we have held together for a long time in this process. I think we will continue to hold on. Ultimately, the Republicans are the conservatives that are going to work together to make sure that we can push back Obamacare. We're really very energized today. We were very strong. This is about the happiest I've seen members in a long time, because we see that we're starting to win this dialogue on a national level. And I think that we need to hear from people back home. But so far, so good. There's been strong unity on most every vote.
I want people to pay very close attention to the screen. LSU hospitals, they're going to cut nearly 1,500 jobs. Same thing all over the state of Virginia. They're limiting hours of people. The Commonwealth of Virginia, Congressman Huelskamp, this is happening all over the country, what we're putting up on that screen. Nobody in the mainstream media is gutsy enough to point it out. This is why you guys have to hold the line. For the St. Peter's College, they're cutting, the hours of 250 professors because of Obamacare. All of these things going on. You guys got to make that case.
Sean, in my local YMCA, they laid off about 24 folks. I mean, the stories go on and on. The president's engaging in politics of pain and pressure, and we just can't give in. But Harry Reid spilled the beans today, what they're willing to do, risk the lives of children and such. But the House has acted. We're going to keep open the World War II Memorial. We're going to fund that cancer research. We're going to fund the things that need to be done. Meanwhile, Obamacare continues to destroy our health care system, and we're going to have to push and fight back. But we'll see the fissures. The brakes are on the other side. I saw it on the House floor tonight. They're getting desperate on the Democratic side, and they are losing this battle, Sean. We just need to keep pushing forward.
Well, that's the thing, and that's why I'm going to put up again the 18 Republicans that have indicated their knees are getting a little weak and their spines are beginning to crumble here. There they are. There are their names. And again, HannityLive.foxnews.com, all the contact information. If you want to get in touch, if one of these guys is your congressman, you can do that. Now, Congresswoman, I understand the House. You guys are trying to move 5 pieces of legislation to keep our national parks and museums open, to fund the District of Columbia, to support America's veterans and VA, and to fund the NIH, and to fund our Guard and our National Guard. Where do we stand with those bills now?
Well, those bills are coming forward, and they're getting passed. They're getting passed with the support of all of the Republicans. And really, every fight has a symbol. And I brought something today for your viewers. This is the police tape that was at the World War II Memorial today. There are members of Congress there. We pulled this tape loose together with the metal barriers to make sure that our World War II veterans could get in. This is the symbol. When the government uses police tape to keep World War II veterans from visiting their memorial, there's something seriously wrong. That's our symbol that says we are for veterans. We are for children with cancer getting the research that they need. So one by one, we're saying to Harry Reid, what can we be for? Let's work together on what we're for. And all of the positive bills that you mentioned, Sean, we're for those, and we believe that that's something that Harry Reid and possibly President Obama should get behind too.
You know, I thought I've heard a lot of really cold, heartless things in my life, but I don't think anything has been as awful as what we heard Congressman Huelskamp from Harry Reid today. He was asked, well, let me play it again. Everyone needs to listen to this, because what you're hearing here is partisanship at a really despicable level. Listen to this.
Listen.
Because that Head Start mom will never do it.
Why pit one against the other?
Why would we want to do that? I have 1,100 people at Nellis Air Force Base that are sitting home. They have a few problems of their own. This is to have someone of your intelligence suggest such a thing. Maybe means you're irresponsible and reckless.
What an angry, bitter. Jeez. Why would I want to help a kid with cancer and fund the NIH? Why would I want to do that? That's the Democratic Party today? Pretty heartless.
Well, Sean, the president and Harry Reid, they chose this shutdown. This is their battleground, and he has spilled the bean. It's politics of pain, politics of pressure, and they will stop at nothing to get their way. They refuse to negotiate, to come to the table. They say our way or the highway, and Republicans, we have offered to meet with them again and again. We'll continue to do that, and I think the American people are saying, you know what? Senator Reid, President Obama, it's time to come to the table. Obamacare is not working, and there are plenty of things we can negotiate and compromise on, but you have to come to the table, sit down, and talk, and they have not done that.
Hey, Harry, I have a question for Harry Reid. Well, how would you feel if it was your grandson or granddaughter or your child? Maybe that's why you'd want to fund the NIH as the House is passing the bill and put aside your bitter, angry partisanship. How's that? All right, guys, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Coming up next tonight, right here on Hannity.
The fact is, when you shut down the government, you shut down a lot of services. You lay off a lot of people, and there are bad consequences to that.
All right, despite what the White House says, my next guest is here to explain why the consequences of a shutdown should not include the suspension of your constitutional rights, and why a federal lawsuit will be filed if the World War II memorial is not reopened each and every day to each and every American. Jay Sekulow is here with the exclusive details. That's coming up after the break.